While the dependence on Russian oil and gas is well reported and experienced both in the cold feet and pinching wallets of households across Europe, our inability to source raw materials for industry from other places is discussed more rarely. However, buying metals or other materials such as fertilizers from Russia also feeds the war coffers of Putin. And in case you were unaware, European aerospace manufacturer Airbus has thus far been heavily reliant on Russian titanium to build its aircraft. The company has previously argued against sanctions on titanium, stating it would hurt the European aerospace industry more than the Russian economy. Sources have suggested that about 65% of the titanium Airbus uses has historically come from Russia. However, according to the aerospace manufacturer's Chief Executive of Defense and Aerospace, Michael Schulhorn, that is soon about to change. Within the next few months, Airbus will have moved its titanium supply away from the Russian Federation. Speaking at a panel at the Airbus summit at the company's facilities in Munich, Schulhorn said, "We're in the process of decoupling from Russia winning when it comes to titanium. It will be a matter of months, not years. I cannot give you a precise date. It is a relatively complex process with certification and everything else that aviation calls for, but it will happen." Airbus has been buying its Russian titanium from VSMPO Avisma PJSC. The company is part of the state-owned umbrella defense and aerospace corporation Rostec, which also incorporates aircraft manufacturers United Aircraft Corporation and subsidiaries such as Irkut and Sukhoi. Airbus chief executive Guillaume Faury told the WSJ in July this year that sanctioning titanium from Russia would be sanctioning ourselves, and that Russian titanium sales were one of the few areas of business where it was in the interest of no party to disrupt the current situation. Boeing, which used to buy 1/3 of its supply of the metal from Russia, suspended its sourcing of Russian titanium at the onset of the war. Other than Russia, the leading countries in titanium mining are China, Japan, Kazakhstan, and Ukraine, with tensions potentially rising between the West and China over the latter's presumed ambitions in the South China Sea. The situation is highlighting the dangers of single-source resource dependency. Airbus has already stopped procuring Russian titanium for its military planes, but has a, quote, short while to go for its commercial planes. According to Schulhorn, who is also Airbus's former chief operating officer, severing Russian titanium ties for alternative sources is, quote, no small feat. Meanwhile, despite challenges with certification processes, etc., it is clearly the aim to not be dependent on Russian titanium. What do you think of the situation? Share your thoughts by leaving a comment. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles every week. If you're looking for the latest aviation news and insights, visit simpleflying.com.